Hi students, I am Sophia and I am here to take grammar class for you. So our topic is the sentence. So welcome to the sentence. What is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words which gives a complete sense. It gives a complete thought. Look at the board. A group of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. A sentence expresses a complete thought. Okay, now this is a picture. This picture is going to give you a clue. Now I am going to give you some words. Those words will not give you any meaning. You have to rearrange and make a meaningful sentence. Look at this. Has Goa beaches fine? There is no any meaning. So what you do, you rearrange the words and make a meaningful sentence. The first one should be a subject. And there is a clue. The sentence always begin with a capital letter. And Goa. So Goa has, then comes the adjective fine, then comes noun. So Goa has fine beaches. See, now there is meaning. So this is how you have to do. When you get a sentence with wrong placement of word, you have to rearrange and write a meaningful sentence. So let's see one more example. Look here. You did went to go Goa. There is no meaning, so you have to rearrange and make a meaningful sentence, right? Come here. When, see, begin with capital letter. When, then the verb comes, then the pronoun. When did you go to Goa? See, there is meaning now. So this is how you form a meaningful sentence. Sentence is a group of words which gives you a complete sense, right? Let's move on to the next. Now see here. Now here there are a group of words which gives you meaning but not a complete meaning. Such kind of words are called phrase. Look here. A group of words that make sense but not a complete sense is called phrase. Has fine. There are two words but here it is not giving any meaning. So you don't call it a phrase. Has fine is not a phrase. Phrase means it's a group of words but it should give you a meaning. Look here. Fine beaches. Fine beaches, there is meaning. Fine is adjective, beaches is a noun. So fine beaches is a phrase. Now we can make a sentence. Goa has fine beaches, right? Now look here. In the park. Look at the picture of the park. In the park. So in the park is a phrase. Can you make a sentence using this word in the park? Children are playing in the park. So now this has become a sentence. In the park is a phrase. It does not give you a complete sense, but it gives meaning, so you call it phrase. Now we can make a phrase into a sentence by adding some more words. Children are playing in the park. Okay, let's move on to the next. Now here you see one more example. To buy some stationery. This is again a phrase. There are some words. It gives you some meaning. See, to buy some stationery, you want to buy some pencil or rubber or books, but it does not give a complete sense. So you can make it a sentence by adding some more word. Look here. He went to the shop to buy some stationery. Now here you see the shop. So here this phrase has become a sentence now. So have you got some idea? A sentence is a group of words which gives you a complete sense. But phrase is a group of words, it gives you sense but not a complete thought. Have you got it? Right. Now look here. There are four kinds of sentence. The first sentence is assertive or declarative, or there's one more name, affirmative. Now look here. Not only in English, any subject, sometimes you may come across with very difficult words, very lengthy words. When you study such kind of words, see, look here, we'll have to split it as, sir, t. Then looking at the sound, you can easily write the spelling. This is how we have to learn any difficult word spelling. Split the word as, sir, t. So easily you can learn the spelling. Or see, look here, declarative. So easily you can write the correct spelling. So this is the word. This is our first sentence. Assertive or declarative. See, I have written together. Assertive or declarative or affirmative. Affirmative means positive sentence. Okay. Sentence, there are two types. Positive sentence and negative sentence. Look here. Now, it says or states something. What is assertive sentence? It actually gives you some information. Look here now. Tansen was born in 1506 at Bahat in Gwalior. So it's giving some information about Tansen. Where was he born? When he was born. So since it gives some information, some knowledge about Tansen, we call it assertive or declarative. Right? Now look here. It can be affirmative or negative. As I said earlier, our first sentence, that is assertive, can be two types. One is positive or negative. Now look at an example. She is tall. This is positive sentence. She is not tall. This is negative sentence. So sentence, there are assertive sentence, there are affirmative and negative sentence. Okay. Have you got an idea about the first type of sentence? First type of sentence is assertive or declarative or affirmative. Now assertive sentence states something, it says something, it gives some knowledge about something, right? So now we'll move on to the second type, interrogative. As I said earlier, split and learn the spelling. Now look here, it asks a question. Like assertive, it says something, but interrogative sentence asks question. A question mark will come there. How did Tansen become such a great singer? See the question mark. Now here, did he create any new ragas? Question mark. So interrogative sentence end with a question mark. But any sentence always begin with a capital letter. And ordinary sentence end with a full stop. Interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. Right. Now look here. Interrogative sentence can be two types. One is yes or no question, the other one is WH question. Yes or no question, for example, were you absent yesterday? So the student will say yes ma'am, or she can say no ma'am. So yes or no question. Now look at the second one. Why were you absent yesterday? So here they can't say yes or no. Here they have to give some reason. I went to the marriage, or I was sick. So any reason they'll be giving. So in question there are two types. One is yes or no question. The other one is WH question. Okay. The third type of sentence is imperative sentence. In imperative sentence there are three subdivisions. That is, first one is order or command, then request, then advice or wish, you can say. Now look here. It expresses a command or an order, a request or an advice or wish. This is imperative. Now look here. Download some information about Tansen from the internet. This is a command. That is, you have to go and browse the internet and collect information about Tansen. A command. So that's called imperative sentence. Next, tell me something about ragas, please. See the word please. So you're requesting. So this is request. Next, develop some taste for classical music. Here it is an advice. So imperative sentence can be three types. It is an order or command, then request, then comes advice. Now look here. It's an example. Imperative sentence express a command. Now look here. Go away. That is an order. Don't plug. Sit there. So all these are commands, okay, or an order. Now make a request. Please close the door. Please keep quiet. Please open the door. All these are requests. Now give some advice. Always remain cool. Don't speak bad words. All these are advice, okay. Don't speak is an order, okay. Always speak good thing. Always speak positively. All these are advice, okay. Next, exclamatory sentence. This expresses sudden feeling, strong feeling. This expresses strong feeling of happiness or sad. So exclamatory sentence. It expresses something strong feeling. Example, what a great singer Tansen was. So far we learned 4 kinds of sentence. Now see, use the word picture. Write 4 kinds of sentence using the word picture. Using the word picture, we can form any word you can take and you can write, or you can form 4 kinds of sentence. See here, as I said, using the word picture, you can form 4 kinds of sentence. See the first one, it is a beautiful picture. This is a city. See, it begins with a capital letter, it ends with a full stop. It is a beautiful picture. It is saying something about the picture. It is giving an information about the picture. It's a beautiful picture. Now the same thing you can change in interrogative. See how will you do? Take this verb, this helping verb, and put it in the first. Is, see here I have written, is it a beautiful picture? Here the question mark comes. Interrogative question always ends with the question mark. Okay. Now the next one. This is a city, this is interrogative. Now I am going to write imperative. Imperative is an order. You draw a beautiful picture. Imperative sentence also ends with the full stop. Right? Now next, exclamatory. It should express a strong feeling. What a beautiful picture it is. See, it should end with an exclamation mark. Now there are 4 kinds of sentence: assertive and imperative. These assertive and imperative starts with the capital letter and ends with the full stop. See here, these two. Whereas interrogative sentence ends with the question mark and exclamatory sentence ends with the exclamation mark. Hope you got an idea. Now let's see an exercise. Now look at this. Write AS means assertive, IN interrogative, I am imperative, ES exclamatory. You have to do this exercise. In your textbook also you have got an exercise where you have to identify the type of sentence. Now look here. What a great playwright Shakespeare was. See, looking at this exclamation mark, you can be sure that, oh, this is exclamatory sentence, right? Now look here. Have you read Shakespeare's Tempest? It's a question. It ends with a question mark. So it's an interrogative sentence. Now, it is one of the last play written by him. It is giving some information about him. So we say assertive sentence. Tell me the story of the play in brief. It's an order. So these are the way how you identify. This is imperative. This is assertive. Got an idea? I believe you got an idea, right? So now till now we have seen what is sentence. Then we learned what is phrase. Then we learned the 4 type of sentence: assertive, interrogative, imperative and exclamatory. Hope you understood. Please go through this video 2-3 times. Find out, note down your doubts. Let's meet in the next online class. Until then, signing off, Sophia Shadi. Thank you for watching.